Okay, hi. Here I am again. I actually forgot to film this, so this is basically the same decklist I've been using the last time around. Um, the general idea is just pretty easy. We have two drops in form of Nami, which is basically our go-to two drop searching. Pearl, which is basically useless most of the time, but against yellow it's really good because it's a blocker, and yellow cannot really remove two cost units. For black, it's pretty expensive to remove two costs as well, except for Kaku, which does that drive-by. Um, then we have Sham and Buchi. Those cards are essential. Like they are so important in playing Kuro. Key cards, absolute key cards. If you have both of them in hand, absolutely insane tempo, and removes something that's on a two drop. He rests it, he kills it. If you're only having Sham, no worries. You still play it. You kill whatever you can rest. Very good. If you have Buchi, only Buchi, he can be a decent 4 drop if your opponent has something rested, especially Zoro and Law. If they just have something on the board, doesn't matter, you just play this and remove it. Um, Other than that, it's pretty simple. We have a lot of trigger cards like Nami, this guy that can rest everything, this Punk Gibson that can rest everything, and Chu, who can remove a 4 drop, and Hachan, which we can play out in order to have something that we can rest to use our leader ability. Very, very good cards. All of them are very good, have very good triggers, and the fact that they have 3k attack doesn't really bother us because we only use them to attack with our leader. And yeah, same as I said last time around, Creek is an absolute win condition. We try to play this on 6 almost every single time, um, except for Ace, when we try to play around the Flame Emperor. That can be pretty tricky. Other than that, we love to play Django, just attacking with leader, Django restanding leader, attacking again. In the later stages, we can attack with 7 3 times, attaching to Dawn, attacking, leader ability, resting 2 units, and resting an opponent's blocker, then attacking with 7 again, playing Django and attacking with 7 again. Very good play, very efficient as well. And if we have Creek on board, attaching a Dawn or attaching 2 Dawn, hitting, playing Django, hitting again. So that's 2 9k double attacks. One of those is going to get through. That's a general idea, and I think the deck is pretty tight the way it is. We have the East Blue card that I'm not playing is Alvida. Let me explain. You can't put her in because she's a 1-drop, which means you could play her on 1 or 3. Dawn, which is something that you don't have too many cards of because the only 3 drops we have is Izu, which we can use to rest something and clear it. Sham, which we can use to rest something and clear it. And the 2 searchers slash blockers. So Alvida doesn't do any of that. Alvida is just a 1, Dawn, 3k that gets removed because 3k units always get removed. So it's useless basically. And the space is very tight, so I cannot afford to put in something that's useless, in my opinion. The same goes for the Mu. The Mu costs me 2 and is a 4k, but I'm not attacking with the 4ks anyways. Almost never. And the only thing that I could possibly remove for the Mu is Sham, and Sham costs me 1 more, but does something. If I have to go first, then the Mu is useless. Then I play Mu, and I attach a Dawn, and I attack. But this way I can play Sham and maybe Buchi, and suddenly I have a huge board. I'm completely out-tempoing the opponent, and I can still attach. No, I cannot attach it on, but I can still go 5 with my leader, which doesn't make a difference in the first turn. So having this card, even as standalone, is still better than the Mu. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of playing that. Especially if you're playing Alvida, Mu, and Buggy. Buggy doesn't even have a counter. Like, that's insanely bad. Even though it can be killed by Zoro, which is kind of good. But other than that, it's just bad. And since you're not having a whole lot of removal, card draw, it is not an option to have so many weird low drops. Like, sure, if I'm going 4 Alvida, 4 Mu, 3 Sham, 4 Buchi, maybe 4 Gin, like all those small drops, and I put in Be My Samurai, and I rest them, to draw cards, that can work. But in order for that to work, you would need to have the Be My Samurai. And that's an one-cost event where you need to, in order to use it, you need to rest stuff, which means you also need the small guys. And if you don't have it because you have only 4 copies in the deck, and it's not even searchable because you don't search it in any way, shape, or form, you just end up having a lot of small fry on the board, no cards in hand, and you just lose the game. At least that's what I felt like what was happening when I was playing it like this. So yeah, I don't think it's an option. Then use this Captain Kidd. I think that card is really good. I can see you playing it, but the problem is it's very expensive. If I'm playing 7 Dawn for this, that means I'm not doing anything for this turn if I'm on 7. So on curve playing it means I'm not doing anything anymore. So I would much rather attach 2 Dawn to my leader, attack with 7, and play a Django. If I could decide. So if I have a Django and a Kid in hand, both no counter, and I do that anyway every single time, then why do I even play this card? I don't see me playing this card. I don't see me playing this card instead of anything else I have in the deck. Nothing at all. Even out of the bag is actually really good. Because if you have 3 small fry minions on the board, you can attack 3 times. I can attach 4 Dawn, go 9 life, rest 2, go 9 life again, and out of the bag, rest 1 more. That's 6 Dawn for resting your own characters. That's 3 9k attacks, and that's really good. And people do not expect it, especially if they have no lives left. And since your leader ability can also rest a 5-drop, if they do not block the first attack because they don't know what's coming, then they will lose that blocker for free. You will just rest it and you will end the game. And if they decide to drop in the blocker, then you could still, for 6 Dawn, do whatever you want to, right? You don't need to overcommit. I could just go 2 Dawn on my leader, attack with 7, then when he doesn't block because he can counter out of it, I could use the leader ability, rest the blocker, and then attach 2 Dawn or 4 Dawn, depending on how you want to do it, and attack with 9 or 11, and then restand again, right? So that's an option. It's just way more flexible to play it like this, because since all my cards do not cost too much, I can play more and I can play a little more flexible. If I'm playing 7 Dawn, paying 7 Dawn for this, even on 10 Dawn I have 3 left, that's 1 restand. So I can hit 5 twice. That sucks. Or I can just keep all my Dawn to Punk Gibson Paradise Waterfall. But that's a really slow play. It's a really slow turn. And I'm actually playing a really fast deck. Like, this deck is absolutely aggressive. It's absolutely fast. And if I'm gonna play it slow, it kind of contradicts the mission, the Kuro mission, you know? Yeah. So I'm preferring this setup. I really like it. I'm not saying the other things are wrong in no way, shape or form, but it just feels like this is the way to go, or this is the way that I roll with the best. Sure, you could put in stuff like Raizo, for example. That's just something that you could play on 3 that can attack every single turn and draw you a card. Like, that's cool. I think that can work. I've tried a little bit with the Law. The problem I've had with that is that I'm playing not enough small cards to make it work. Because the only good play I have with Law is playing Nami, taking Nami back to hand and playing Nami again. That's like a 7 cost play. And then I have a blocker and I've searched 2 cards. That's really good. If I have already played an Izo on 3, then I could play Law on 5 and put Izo back into my hand in order to play nothing most of the time because I don't have anything, or to play a Sham, which I probably don't have because if I had him, I wouldn't have played Izo. So yeah, most of the time he feels a little lackluster. And since he doesn't have counter, and I already have 8 no counter cards, I think the deck's kind of stuffed the way it is. So I can't currently find a spot to put him into. And Paradise Waterfall is really important to make Creek stand up again after getting hit once, because you don't want to lose him. And Punk Gibson is just so good to resting blockers and Marcos in the opponent's turn, so that you can invest all your Dawn into finishing him. And that you don't have to waste 4 Dawn to tap a blocker, right? So yeah, that's that. Now I will leave you with the gameplay. Welcome. Okay, so this is my video, another video, a second one, because in the first one that I wanted to show you, I actually managed to somehow completely mess up the screen, and while the gameplay itself was fine, it's just hard to watch. So yeah, I decided to make another video because I really want to highlight and I really want to show you that Kuro is not like necessarily a bad leader. At first glance, it looks like he's completely trash and just a worse version of a Kid. But in fact, I think it is actually not the case. Not at all. Like, Kid has a completely different playstyle than Kuro, and I think you can't even necessarily compare them, even if the leader ability is kind of the same. Yeah, right. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is a little more in depth. I want to go into the deck building a little more, even though that's just a small part, because I think the freedom that you have with Kuro is not necessarily a whole lot. Like, you can change a few small things, but like not too much. Set is very static. The deck is very static, and the playstyle of Kuro is very linear as well. You have some choices in your decision making, but the cards largely do the same, and what you're trying to do is pretty obvious to the opponent, which means they can prepare really well when playing against you. I already know that it's not a meta deck, nobody's going to play Kuro, which means opponents are very, very less likely to actually have experience playing against that deck. So that's a thing that's good for you if you're playing Kuro, and that's a bad thing if you're playing against Kuro, because obviously even though you know, okay, Creek is coming on 6, he can rest 4 drops. If you haven't played against him, it's tempo-wise, he's just going to run you over, because the deck is very fast and very aggressive, and if you're not necessarily like, if you're not prepared for that, even though the meta is really fast, so it's obvious that you're kind of prepared. If you don't expect it, it can surprise you, and you can really, really, really catch you off guard. So yeah, Kuro. I will start off telling you the matchup tier list, basically. So we have Kuro, obviously, because it's about Kuro. I have never played the mirror match, so I cannot tell you anything about that, but I would suggest that it's probably just whoever brings and gets Krieg to stick on the board wins. It's probably something like that. Yeah, so we will start off with the bottom. Obviously, these two decks, never played them, never seen them, because they are not out when the pre-release starts. Nobody plays them, nobody plays the cards. I mean, I've seen some yellow people use events from the starter deck, actually, but I have no idea if that's good or not, because the cards are not out when the set starts. So yeah, I didn't really look into that, and nobody plays it. So we have the king tier. I just kept it at king because it's bad. I mean, Iceberg, I gotta be honest, that one dude, I'm sorry, but I keep messing up the names and keep forgetting them. So there's one dude I've been chatting in my comment section that wants me to play Iceberg. And I'm really curious and really excited, because I think he's completely troll. Like, he's so bad. Holy shit. How can that ever work? But I'll give it a shot. I'll try it. I mean, I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy playing those really bad, really off-meta decks. So I'll give it a shot. But first off, I think he's pretty bad. And unless I can prove myself or anyone else can prove me wrong, I will think he's completely trash and he's just down here. These do not have a necessarily are not ordered in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, these are just basically bad. Then we have the easy matchups. The easy matchups are basically every 2 life leader except for the big mom, because she even though she's a 2 life leader, she's not really a 2 life leader. And Garp, because he has so much removal that it's kind of hard to get your leader ability going and to get Creek going. I found this to be a kind of tricky matchup. Other than that, every 2 life leader is basically down here because they just die so fast. If the Creek comes on board, hits you once, you've got half your life down. You probably already lost 2 life before that. So you're basically just always on the back foot trying to react to this really big threat and my really big board. So I think those matchups are really easy, especially Law. Law is like the easiest matchup I've ever played in any deck that I've ever played. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Black last season, but it's nothing compared to what I'm doing to Law. And I will show you, I think, 1 or 2 games afterwards where it's just so obvious that Law can never play into Kuro. That's like an, I don't know, 80-20 win rate for Kuro, 80%, maybe even 90. I don't know. It's so ridiculously easy. I'll show you that, and that's why, even though Law is a really, really good and really, really strong deck, it's just nowhere near enough to beat Kuro. Same goes for Ivankov and Dofi. They have a lot of minions, they have a lot of board presence, but since everything they play is 4 cost or less, you can just rest them. You can just clear them constantly, and you don't even need to like overcommit to do anything. You can just clear them by doing whatever you're doing anyways. So yeah, that's really good, and that makes it so that the matchup's just really easy. Same goes for Magellan. Not a very defensive deck, and except for the Hell's Judgment, obviously. But every blocker he has is basically 4 cost or 2 cost, which is Domino and Minotaur. You rest both of those with your 4-drop resting stuff. And he has Queen, which you rest with your leader ability. So not a whole lot he can do when you're just running him down. Also, you're kind of ignoring the 5-drop Magellan. You're just going face. So yeah, speed running him down. Now we got the skill diff tier. Like, this was just pretty basic, pretty easy stuff. You don't need to be concerned about those matchups. Those basically win themselves. Now you have the skill diff matchup. That ranges from Luffy, which I haven't seen a whole lot of, but it's basically, it feels like he's just doing everything that Ace and Zoro and Whitebeard do, but way worse in this set. I don't know. It feels like the new cards just don't go too well with those, because they've basically, even Zoro has basically adapted Luffy's old build, right? You're playing now, you're playing the Red Hawk and all those defensive events, and you're playing way more mid-rangey, while still being overly aggressive, obviously, because you're having 1 million searches, but you're having a way better late game and way better defensive side of things, which was what Luffy was doing last set. So now you kind of have Zoro for that, so Luffy kind of falls off again. Kid, really good. This kid right here is specifically the movie Kid. I don't think that's too good into Kuro, because yet again plays a lot of 3 and 4 drops. The basic Kid that we're playing could be a little bit further in front, but because it relies a lot of 1, 2, 3, and 4 drops as well, it is in a bad spot as well. The only good thing is the 7 cost blockers Kid and the 8 cost taunt Kid are really, really good against Kuro, because he cannot really do anything about that. And when you're playing the 8 cost Kid and you smash down 2 blockers, then even resting the 2 blockers is not going to be enough to clear out the 8 cost Kid, because that takes 4 Dawn, which means you can only attach 6 Dawn, and there is a high chance that you can counter out of that, but not like an, it's not impossible by far, like, because you can rest those 2 and you can attack with 11 or with 10. You will whittle him down eventually if you are fast enough in the early game. That's basically that again. I've only played like 2 or 3 kids, but those were fine. let's say they were fine. But if you're just managing to clear everything out early right away, and not grant them too many cards for free because you're hitting them live and they just take and then they play 8-cost kit and have a full board, but you have to constantly clear the board, and then you're fine playing that matchup. Crocodile has an interesting new deck, basically the 0-2 deck with the addition of bottom decking your 5 drops. It's okay. The thing that makes it good is that you need to remove Sentomaru, and Sentomaru is a 4-drop or a 3-drop, I think, and Kuro just deals with that easily. So once that thing's down, Crocodile Rage crits and you win. Kaido can obviously high roll you, but most of the time he's just too slow. You are way too aggressive. He cannot afford to clear your small fry, so you're just winning by default. But he can high roll you and then you lose. That's just how Kaido works, right? Garb I've already told you about. He just minus costs your stuff and deletes it. So you can never really have too many cards on the board, which is pretty bad considering that your leader kind of drives off of having a few minions on the board. But since he only has 4 life, that advantage is kind of negated as well, and you can just run him down, which like works most of the time, but it can be really tricky, especially if you place a new gate maybe and manages to build blockers that are unkillable, which you could still rest. So yeah, it's back and forth. That's why it's in the skill diff apartment, because I think a good guard player can really challenge you. Then we have the yellow cards. They are just very, very good. Yellow cards are just very, very good. Yellow has one big problem though, and that is the 6-cost creek. They cannot deal with that at all. Like, if you're going second and you're curving creek, you have basically won the game. They cannot do anything about that. The only thing they can do is wait. The next turn, they are 7, then you are 8. Then you go in, you rest their stuff, you take their lives, and then they need to have the Katakuri in hand on 8. If they do not have that, the creek will not go and they will lose the game. So it's very important to go second in that matchup, and it is very important for them to have the 8-cost Katakuri, because if they don't have that, they just will not get through and they will lose this game. A problem is if you're going first, so if you're losing the dice roll, that makes the matchup way, way harder. But still, since they are cheesing out free 4-cost minions, but since they are 4-cost, you will remove them by playing Creek. You will remove them by playing your I don't even know what the fishman guy is called, Chu or whatever, and you just can you can just constantly contest the board and attack their life at the same time. So that's really good. The only problem, and that's a little tricky also with the Zoro matchup, you need to be careful not to overcommit into hitting their board, because if Katakuri or Big Mom have 5 life or 4 life and there are 10 Don, it doesn't matter if they only have 1 card in their hand. If they play Big Mom, you hit them in the life, they have 6 lives now or 5 lives, and you hit them once or twice and they lose those and play more minions, and they will just run you down even without hands. And it's very, very difficult to beat that. So the game plan in those matchups is that you really play really aggressive early on, try to remove their board by playing stuff that has on-play effects like Don Krieg and Shu, and remove them without hitting them, so that all your attacks can be directed into their life. And that's a little tricky, because you are tempted as a Kuro player, or as I am tempted, with having so much rest, and especially because it's important in matchups like Law to clear the board constantly, I am very tempted to do that all the time. But that will lose you the game against those matchups, especially because Katakuri is going to hit you for 7 every single time. So that's really painful. So yeah, keep that in mind. I think I have some gameplay for those matchups as well. And then we get to, I mean, Big Mom, Yellow Big Mom, I think she's a little bit worse than those two, but she's a 4-life leader that always stays on 1 life for some reason because she always keeps using her leader ability and always gets that 1 life. So she's a little better than the other 4 life characters. Also, she has access to the yellow cards, really good. But nothing like too problematic. And then we have Lucci, like black cards, really strong. I think Lucci is probably the best leader, or he would be the best leader if red wasn't a thing. I think the support, the on-play effects, the on-KO effects, Bruno, like all those cards, they are absolutely insane. Yeah, Fujitora as well. Like they have super powerful cards. His leader effect is really good. Lucci is just insanely good. But the problem is he cannot really do a whole lot against Krieg. Like the only way, if you're starting second, that they have to remove Krieg on 7 is to play Tsuru into Sakazuki. If they don't have those 2 cards in hand, they will lose this game. Guaranteed. And that is a really rough thing. Especially Bausalino and the 3-cost blocker, they are useless. I just play Gin, I tap both of them, I just hit you for 8 twice. It doesn't matter. You have only 1 blocker on the board, doesn't matter. I will go 7 live. If you don't block it, I will use my leader ability. I will rest the blocker and I will hit you 1 more time with 7. I will restand with my Django and I will hit you a 3rd time for 7 and your blocker just didn't do anything. So it's very, very tricky. Of course, they can, just like every other black and purple deck, high roll you quite hard. And if that happens, there's just no coming back because black is just really good. It's a really good deck. And a good Lucci will use his leader ability way better than a bad one. And if a good Lucci, I can't decide how to call him. Lucci or Lucci. I don't know. I think it's Lucci. Rob Lucci. I think in German it's Rob Lucci. But maybe it's Rob Lucci. Nah. It's Rob Lucci. But I think in English it's probably Rob Lucci. Or at least that's what I've heard. Doesn't matter. What was I going on about? A good Lucci player will will use his leader ability way more efficiently. Like he will attach 9 Dawn, 4 Dawn to make him a 9. Swing for your Django. You will not counter that. He will drop 2 cards. He will clear your Krieg as well. And that's going to be really tough because he basically only just used 4 Dawn and 2 cards to get rid of your board. And depending on how the board state is at that point, that might break your neck. But in a good case scenario, that having those 2 cards rested already means that your opponent is at 1 life or at no life, and then you have basically won the game. So it's a tricky matchup, but I think it's in favor of Kuro. Now we get to the matchups that are the hardest, the difficult ones, and those are all 50-50 except for... I don't think so. I think maybe except for Smoker. Ace is really tough though. Okay, let's do it like this. I would actually differentiate. These are approximately 50-50. Zoro, I think it depends a lot on if the Zoro knows how to play against Kuro. Because if they sequence wrong, or if their focus is not on building board, but instead is on always doing small swings, summoning Buggy for 1, next turn attacking with Buggy and attacking with your leader. Like if that's, for example, happening, that's the best thing that can happen to you, because you can just play something like Bucci for 4 that removes the Buggy for free, and you can attack him live, and then you can always remove his board without interacting with it. And that's perfect. But if he just keeps building board, then you need to use your characters to rest them, and then you need to invest attacks into clearing them. And that can be kind of rough, because you don't have the time to be clearing the board with your attacks. Every single swing with your leader needs to go into their life, except for the first maybe. Because if you're not doing that, you are too slow. and he will beat you with 3 lives or with 2 lives, and you will never get through. So you will need to hit every single attack with your leader onto this leader. And that's a little tricky because, as I said before, it's very tempting to just clear the board constantly because you have so many abilities that rest stuff. And especially on the turn 4, it is very, very important if you have a Krieg in hand to just chill because your Krieg is going to remove 2 cards anyways. So what you can do is just play stuff, build your board, prepare for the next turn, and go face. Then when he attacks you with 3 attacks maybe, you block 1, maybe 2, you take 2 lives, doesn't matter, and then you clear with the Krieg. He's on 4 life, you're on 3 life, it doesn't matter, but you have a big board. And if he doesn't get the Krieg removed, that's a win. If he removes him, which is likely because it's a Zoro after all, you might need to play another Krieg. If you don't have one, you need to start going in with your leader. 2 Dawn attached, life, Django, restand, 7 attack, life, keep 2 Dawn open for Punk Gibson. Your opponent plays a Marco, whatever, you rest that thing with the Punk Gibson, or maybe he has it already standing because we're pretty late in the game. Like you need to have a plan for that matchup. And if you do, then it's kind of in your favor because since you can you have so much freedom in choosing how to play and you have so many decisions to make that your opponent has to constantly consider, oh, what's going on? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? And it's a little tricky because Marco cannot be really removed like the 5-drop Marco. So deciding when to actually go for the Marco instead of going for life is very, very difficult. And it is crucial mastering that in beating the Zoro. That's just what it is. And in so many games, I win by attaching 1 Dawn to my leader when he has 1 blocker Marco and 1 tapped 5-drop Marco, and I hit with 6 the Marco, the 5-cost Marco. So he will need to either block or let it die and drop an event. If he doesn't have an event, he needs to drop a card. And then I restand my leader and rest the other Marco. So he's now like, damn it, I should have blocked with that. But he's never going to block a 6k swing. He's not going to block that in the end game. And when he makes that mistake, that's very often how you catch them off guard. But it is obviously something that they can prepare for. So, yeah. A lot of stuff going on with that matchup. It's the first time ever since Zoro has been released where I'm actually enjoying the matchup because Zoro is just so straightforward and he's always doing the same and it's just a stupid deck. And people actually don't have to think about too many things playing that. But now with the addition of the Whitebeard cards, while it is still absolutely oppressive, way too strong, has way too many options, especially with Kuro, it feels like it's playable. It's a playable matchup. But on the other hand, like, they have gotten so much removal. Unnecessary as fuck. Unnecessary as cow. Yeah, whatever. Whitebeard, really good card, really good leader. Hitting with 6 every time feels rough on paper, but I have come to enjoy hitting with 8 every turn a few times anyways. So I'm often attacking with Kuro with 8, restand him, attack with 8. Krieg, attach 1 Dawn, attack with 8, restand him with Django, attack with 8. So attacking with 8 is something I like to do anyways. So in this matchup, it's not necessarily too bad. They also play like Atmos and like those 4 drops that can be removed by my cards. That's pretty good. A good Whitebeard player will not play those 4 drops. They will just wait and play the 6 drops and the big guys and just have the Marcos. But it's just the same again with as with the other red decks, except for that he's losing life anyways. So if I can just build up some board and then finish him once he's at 1 or 0 lives. Sure, if he plays multiple Whitebeards behind, like in a turn, that can be really rough. But if he plays the first Whitebeard, and that's like turn 10, so he has 1 life left that he doesn't lose, I can just go in 10 on leader, play Django, go 10 on leader again, and like he needs to use a lot of cards if he wants to block out of that. And if he does do that, then in the next turn I might threaten a kill. The thing in that matchup is just to not lose too many lives early game. So basically the same that every deck tries to do against Whitebeard. Don't lose the life in the early game so that you can tank some hits in late game. That's basically the way to go. Now the real troublemakers for Kuro, and the only reason why Kuro is probably not an S tier deck, is Smoker and Ace. I don't know how much Smoker is actually played. Maybe it's not that much. If Smoker is if I take Smoker out of the equation, then suddenly I only have 3 decks that are remotely challenge Kuro in, are even remotely a challenge to Kuro. That's really good. Smoker though is so rough. Like you cannot even run him down going second, because if you play Creek on 6, then he will just attach a Dawn, -1 cost. Now he's a 5. Plays Sakatsuki, removes him. And you can never get anything, you can never get anything in that matchup. It feels so stupid because he just takes away everything you have. You play a 4-drop, he can Kobe that with his leader ability. So you play Django, doesn't matter, he can Sakatsuki that. So there is an answer for everything I do. He could technically answer that. So this matchup is really rough, or it can be really rough. And it's really just because of the leader ability. Reducing that 1 cost actually makes it difficult. Sure, Lucci could do the same, but Lucci would need to play Tsuru and Sakatsuki, which is 1 more card. And some Luccis might not even play Tsuru. So with this, you need 3 cards. You need the Tsuru, 1 Dawn, 5 Dawn, Sakatsuki, and you need to drop a card. That's 3. So you're using 3 cards while he's only using 2 and a leader ability, and he still swings for you for 6. So yeah, it's just on paper it sounds like a small difference, but it's actually a really big difference. Not having the option to play Creek or not having the option to make him stay is really rough, and that's basically what Ace does as well. If you're playing on curve and you're playing Creek on 6, and he just plays Flame Emperor, he kills the Creek for free and hits you with a double attack 8,000. You need to drop 2 2k counters for that. Maybe he drops an event on top, so now he's on 9. And suddenly, instead of threatening a double attack yourself, or 2 double attacks next turn, you get a double attack in. And that's really rough. That's really rough. So Ace is come on. Ace is the perfect answer to Kuro. And Ace is going to see a lot of play. And I think that's what's holding Kuro down from being an actual top tier deck. Because the Zoro matchup is fine. Zoro matchup is really fine. And the Whitebeard matchup is decent as well. It's okay-ish. 50-50. But Ace sucks. I think I have a good gameplay of Ace and Zoro where I lose. I think I do. But where it's still really close. But where you can see how difficult it is for Kuro to get through Ace. It's just very difficult. But obviously it can work because Kuro is not a bad deck. So that's basically it. I just want to make that sure that you know that and you have seen that, and that is what I'm thinking about Kuro. Obviously, if you have any questions or if I should answer anything more that you don't see from the gameplay, because I'm really bad at doing big gameplays and whatever, but if you give me a concrete question, I can make a concrete answer. I might just make a video on him again, depending on it, if you ask for it or not. But I think it's pretty conclusive the way it is, especially since the build is very static, as I've already said. There's not a whole lot you can change about it. Yeah, so very interested in hearing your thoughts on that. And now I just leave you alone with the gameplay. See you guys. So let me double check if everything works out. Everything looks fine. Okay, so we are going second because we are always trying to go second. Our hand is really good, so we keep it. So we are playing Nami, trying to search for whatever. We take the Django. Obviously, Don Creek would have been the better card. I think we can take the first one. Okay, damn it. Another Django. Well, I dislike that. So what we are going to do is we're going to play another Nami. Searching for the creek. And then resting her, clearing her out next turn, and then playing the creek. Or clearing her with the creek, depending on it. If we manage to draw him or not. We did not. That's annoying. We have this combo into Butchie. That's quite decent. I'll actually take this. Just to make sure to remove the Toshigi. Because if she's on board, like he can remove... maybe he was like preparing for the Don Creek with that move. We will find out what's happening. What's he playing for 5? Yes, okay, that's cool. So I'll be hitting with 6 twice. Oh, never mind. There he is. Don Creek from the top of the deck. It's perfect. It's perfection. I mean, I can try to get a life, but he just blocks that, so... If I really intended to take it, the life, then I should have attacked first before playing anything. What is he doing? Why did he block that instead of... It's trolling day today, again. So we got 8 done. What we could do, we could rest him and kill him. But we're hoping for the trigger. That's actually not too bad. You know what, I am going to... Oh, damn it. This is real... Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'll be putting on 1 Dawn, 2 Dawn. I'll hit live. Then I will restand the Kuro. And then I take out this guy. I could have attacked with 6 to make sure I really get him. Because now I have only 5 left. I was thinking tapping those. I will do that. And with 7 I will get for this. If I only attacked with 6, I could have played him and cleared him for free. Like, that was a little misplay on my side. Oh wow, he's countering out of that. And now I will still take the life though. I will take the double lives, so I will take the Bosalino blocker basically. Yes, okay. So he gonna tap this, attack me probably, then remove this. But I just play another one, so we're good. We are good. Ah, he takes the Nami, right? Sure. Yes. Understandable. Going for the full board clear. Should I? No, it's okay. What is that? With a cost of 2 or less. I have never seen that card before. Doesn't matter. We will drop this one though, because we will need the Djangos. What do? We are going to go 5 face and play Bucci just to have something on the board, just in case that he removes the Dawn Creek as well, again, somehow. We want to be prepared for that, because then we can go 7 face. I won't take that. He's gonna play 10 drop, huh? Oh. He's not playing anything. Okay. Well, that was basically trolling, right? So I will take 2, so I'm on 9. but since I really want to take the life, I'm going 11. So he needs to drop everything in his hand, right? If he doesn't want that to go through. And then I will just restand him with a Django and finish the game. Yes, nice. So we will do the same again. Oh, we will not do the same again. We will first go 5. No, we will do it. We will do it like this. Because 2 cards, we want both cards. You need 1 counter and a 2k counter, so let's see how much brick you got. Oh, nice. Okay, he lives. He lives. Yeah, that's basically Kuro, right? Atrocious leader. Not. It's actually like Kuro is so freaking good. Like I cannot believe how freaking good he is. Like I'm enjoying this deck so much. So yeah, I'm sharing this with you. The free goo, right? How people say. So the free cheese. I don't know. Like Kuro is really, really good. Really, really strong card. Very, very fast. That's why I'm only playing like 3 blockers, because I rarely use them anyways. Like most of the time, they get removed right away, so I keep them in my hand for later in the stages, later stages in the game. Sorry, and then I just play them and rest them immediately to restand my Kuro if I don't have anything on the board. Right? That's like the most use they have most of the time, except for yellow. In yellow, blockers are really, really good because they can't really deal with them. But other than that, it's blockers, especially 2k blockers, like are totally useless. So next game, next luck. Okay, so we got a 4 life leader. Generally speaking, 4 life leaders, as I said, in the Kuro tier list, the matchup list, 4 life leaders are just like too easy, right? I mean, with a leader that basically is very aggressive, attacking twice per turn very, very often, having that 1 less life it's dangerous. Like it can work. Some matchups, like Arlong maybe, that can put life back into his life, and who else? Who else is a pretty good 4k unit? Maybe Law would be good because he had so many blockers, but since it's Kuro, it's not good. But that's just like very matchup specific and doesn't really have anything to do with his life. But yeah, let's just see how this rolls out. I could play him for 4, rest him, attack him in order to get out some cards. But what I'm going to do is I go 7 phase. Then I rest both of those. Okay, that's interesting. Well, actually, since I don't need it right now, I'm only going to rest Nami, restand him, and attack again. So I still have my Hachan for the next turn. Like, I'm just trying to starve him right now. Oh, he's trying to starve himself by blocking that. So now I lose the Nami, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. He plays whatever for 6. He plays nothing for 6. Okay. That's interesting. So I'll go 6 phase. He probably just takes it, right? Okay. Interesting. Okay, okay. How can you deal with the Creek now? He's got 8 Dawn. He's playing... he should have just played it. To make me lose 2 cards, right? Isho works with 6 cards, I believe. Has 6 or more, yeah. So if he just played it, I would have lost 2 cards. So that was a misplay on his part. Yeah, I will use 2. He will block it anyways with his Borzolino because he doesn't want to lose 2 life. Never mind. He takes the 2 life. So we are going 3 more. He loses another life. Now I will play my blocker and keep the Punk Gibson up to rest him. Like, I'm going to lose this pretty sure I'm going to lose this because he attaches a Dawn and then my Creek is only a 3, which means he can remove him by either using his leader ability or hitting with him. And like, he didn't even use any Dawn yet, so I'm probably losing my whole board here. But it doesn't matter because he is also going to lose everything basically. I can play him. Okay. Interesting. He's going to remove the blocker. No, he's going to remove Hachan. Right? Nah, Krieg. Okay. Does he not intend to... Okay. And he's going to remove Hachan. Interesting. I'm going to rest this guy. I see. Okay, I see the wisdom in that. That's a 4K. I see. I understand. I understand. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go all in. Because now I doubt he will use 3 cards to save his life. So he will survive. Is that right? Never mind. He actually did drop everything. Which means now I will play this dude. Ah, and he will die as well. Okay, that's tricky. I'm stupid. Because he can obviously just use his leader ability again another time. But by doing so, he will drop down. Okay, I was a little stupid right there. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, I trolled that. But I, like, 3 attacks, hit me 3 times. I'm pretty confident that I draw a resting ability. Or a resting card. I take that. I take that. I take that. And that's the game, right? If we are going, if this is actually, if we go 9, we still have 4. I can go 9 twice. Okay. I can go 9 twice, yes. So is it? Or is it not? It is not. Okay. Which means I can just use... Like, if it actually, if it was the shockwave, he could have killed her. I would have played her for... No, never mind! Ah, she's not an East Blue character, so I would have actually whiffed right there. Because I need to rest with East Blue characters. So going in with 9 almost lost me the game. But yeah, lucky for me. Ooh, it was Hell's Judgment actually. Ah. Yeah, that was, I mean, I won, yeah, sure, but it was very close. If he actually had the shockwave in hand, I would have misplayed that. And I would have lost. What I needed to do was attach 3 and attack. And then if he had the shockwave, I would have lost due to that. Because playing then the 4-drop and resting it to attack would only take 1 life. So the optimal play would have been to attach 3 into the Nami. Go phase. He needs to waste his card. Then I go 5 with Kuro. I have 7 Don left. He takes the life. He has the last card in hand and 2 Don open. And then... Oh no, never mind. Yeah, maybe 2 Don open, maybe not, depending on what the last card was. And then I would have to play a 4-drop, restand Kuro and attack, and hope he does not draw a life, because I'm only attacking with 5. So if he had any counter, then I would have still lost that. Yeah. So, rough. But he did not have the shockwave, so it was fine. On the other side, I mean, he had already played. Sorry, I got lost in thought right now. But he had already played 2 shockwaves, so it was very, very unlikely that he had a 3rd one. So yeah, next one. Okay, so we got a Law. Law, one of the easiest matchups actually. It's 0-0, so no need to worry about it. The thing is, Law is very, very easy, because I can just, with Sham, rest his small fry, beat it, free. Izo rests small fry, he rests small fry. We're just very good cards against the deck. He's also very good, but since I already have so much resting stuff, no, I'll take it, it's okay. I'll go for it, it's okay. I'll take that as well. Oh, perfect. Shaman, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Oh, you do want to use her. Okay, he did. Very good. So I will use Sham on him, Pucci on him as well. Then I clear this out. Actually, I will just use Nami for that. And take a life. Because we want to progress as soon as possible, right? Can't afford to lose the tempo that we are trying so hard to build. Sure, Bonnie, whatever. Rest her so that I can kill her with Creek. Perfect. Play Zoro as well, sure. Very, very good. Play him, let him die to Creek as well. Another Bonnie, like fine, I'm fine. I'm fine taking both out in the same turn. Maybe put on a blocker as well. No, okay. So I'm playing Creek. I'm dropping Sham to kill those 2. Like, it's just, my deck is just so good. Kuro is just so good against Law. It's insane, actually insane. The big thing with Kuro is, and that's a tricky thing, I hope I get to play a Zoro matchup today to show you that. If you, like, it's a little tricky because you have so many cards that rest opponent's cards. But if you, like, it baits you into thinking that you should trade them. But very often, it is very, very important not to trade them right away, but instead just go for life, right? And try to kill them with card effects. Because if you just keep clearing the board, they just gonna keep playing cards, and you're not gonna, like, get anywhere. It's obviously a little different with Law, because Law needs the board to be full. But yeah, with Zoro, it's really, really annoying. Absolutely annoying matchup. So, but with Law is very, very easy. I can just constantly take everything away from him. Yeah, we will roll with this. I don't think he can necessarily do anything anymore anyways. Sure, he has 1 Zoro in hand. Okay. Like, he invested a lot of cards just to remove that. So I will remove draw done. I will go 3 into life. Now I will nope, I will kill this. Now I will rest those two, restand him, and go 5 again. So you didn't block. Now you can't block anymore. Whatever. I'll take some cards away. And like no matter what he does, he will not be able to clear all 4 minions. And as long as a single one stands, I can just restand next turn again after playing Gin. So game's over at this point. So yeah, Law, very, very easy matchup. I will show you a. I know I did that already. I'm probably just going to put it in front of the video. So yeah, I have probably already talked about Law being a very easy matchup. Actually, I'm just like sitting here. I started recording the gameplay first, and I intend to do a the part that you have already seen afterwards. So that's why I was a little confused right now. What's coming? What you have already seen? What you have not seen? Damn it! Sorry, my tongue is going wild. Okay, like I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's trying. Oh yeah, he's trying to look for some blockers. Maybe. Definitely wants to clear that out. Blocker 1, blocker 2, blocker 3. Okay. Nice. You should attack with the Law and take your losses. Come on. Okay, so the thing is, with 4 I rest 2, with 3 I rest 1 more. So we got 7 again, which means I can go 8. Life. He's going to block that with a small one. With a small one. Yes. Now I will use the leader ability. Rest the big guy. I will play this and rest the small fry. I will go face. He can use his event, sure. Did he have an event? Ah, he did have an event, okay. Let me think. If that is a counter, he in the next turn has 3 blockers. 3 blockers, 3 attacks. He takes out my board. We can do the same again. Resting 1 character, 2 attacks. So I will just play it safe and kill the chopper. I will lose my 3 board cards and I win the game. Just in case that he actually has the event another time. He can't even take all 3 minions because he needs him to block. So he can only attack 2 twice, so everything should be fine. Why did he attach so many Dawn to do that? What the hell? Oh, okay, yeah, he went 2k counters above. He did not went 2k counters above that one though, so. If I actually had the 2k counters, I would have definitely protected him instead of... Oh, damn it. Come on. Why are you pissing me off like that? I can restand once, I can restand twice, technically. Okay, let me go 4 life. Ah, it's tricky. It's tricky. I'm going to play him. Nine. He takes that. Now I'm pretty sure he does not have a 2k counter or event it again. Like, okay, very good. Like, it's insane how long he holds out because I keep clearing the board, right? I mean, I'm in a position where I can never ever lose that game, but I just want to make sure that there's nothing like cheesy happening, right? Okay, so next turn. Okay, there's the Zoro matchup. I'm going second, he's going first. He wants to go first anyways. I think I have a decent hand. Double Punk Gibson, don't know. Having Punk Gibson in hand usually means that I cannot have Punk Gibson in life, so that's not too cool. But it is okay, right? He plays whatever, let's just... Oh. I'll take it, it's okay. I was hoping to get something to remove him easily. That was not the case. So I will need to do that. That sucks. That's a tempo loss right there. Ooh, Lai. What is he doing? He's playing aggressive. Damn it. 7. 1, 2, 3. It's okay. Done? No done. So does he have the removal to deal with the creek right away? If not, then things can get pretty ugly right away. 7 life, 5 is the dangerous number. Otama jet pistol number. Okay, perfect. Do I want to clear this guy? I don't think so. We are running 1. 2 this time because we definitely need to clear it. Okay, we are just going in. What was I clicking there? Okay, let me see what's happening. Buggy into guard point. Okay. Gordon. Okay. So he's a 4k now. Oh, he uses that holy shit, that event is so insane. What the fuck? Trashing this one makes me draw a card. Only drawing shit. That sucks. That's really bad. We're in a really bad spot again. He whiffed that, that's decent. Oh no, okay, now we're in a good spot. Very good. So we can go 5. Well, he wanted that to survive. It did not survive though. Very good. I think that's game, right? Oh, damn it. His counter countered my counter. Now that's not game anymore. Because I can... Damn it. Maybe it is game anyways. We can go 3. So he's a 9. That means unblockable. No, I cannot. I need 3, 7. 7. I need 7, which means I can... I cannot. I cannot do anything, which means I've actually lost. I cannot believe it. Damn it. I should not have played him. No, I should have played him. It was fine. It was just his top deck. I cannot believe it. Because he has 2 lives left. And I can't remove him actually. And I can pray that he does not have an event. Oh, okay. Okay, we're rolling. We're rolling. Did you have a rush character? I cannot believe it. He's high rolling me so hard. Holy shit. What the hell? Like, that's insane. Okay, damn it. Damn it. Holy shit. Like, Zoro is seriously so stupid. Like, what am I supposed to do? Maybe instead of going... Nah, maybe he had the... Maybe it was the last life in his hand. The last card in his hand, the Zoro. All the time. Damn it. Yeah, but I think it was the best chance I had to try to play it like this. So yeah, Kuro, really rough. Really rough. Whitebeard. Damn it. That really hurts me. Hurts my soul to lose like that. It was very close. It was actually a very fun match. These matchups work way better than they did in the last set because Zoro doesn't feel as oppressive anymore. Still, he has like the most tools and the most broken cards, sure, but the games are winnable to some degree, which makes it kind of fun, actually. Yeah, so I'm just rolling with board building for now. I can't let the Zoro game go. It haunts me. It haunts me in my dreams. Yeah, I'm still going with the board building part. He will lose the last life now, and I will take the he will drop to 2. I will take those 2 with Krieg, and then we will see what happens. Okay. Oh, let me take that. Perfection. I will block those. And take the last life. Yeah, cool. So that's a 10. It hurts to block 10. You can do it. Though. Okay, it doesn't hurt that much, apparently. I will go 6. 6 onto life. I think Newgate's coming. So we are doing this. Yes. No, no! I'm stupid! He's dying anyways next turn. I should have... It doesn't matter. It's okay. It's okay. We need to win this turn anyways. Which means we're going 10. Again. I don't need to win it this turn. I think I can slow play that. I'm taking the ace away. Okay. I think I lost. The thing is, I have a lot of triggers. If I can somehow turn any of those around, then I'm fine. Oh, okay, he doesn't intend to end the game. Interesting. Oh, he has another white beard. Holy moly. And I'm bricking. I can take one away. Maybe one away. Going 5. Blocker is useless. Why didn't I? Oh, because it was rested, okay. I can't do anything about it. This game's done for. I can only try to remove... Can only... With 4... He can kill the Marco, maybe. With 3 attacks, if this is a trigger, I might survive next next round. So depending on, like, if everything works out just the way I want it to. Guard point, okay. No, nothing's working out anymore. Like if he has another event, he can counter it, but then he would survive anyway, so. The only hope I have is that he does not. He does have another event. What the fuck's wrong? I'm getting high rolled so much. It's actually absurd. It's actually absurd. And he has the 4th white beard. This is so fucking stupid. The 3rd white beard. Without a searcher, like he just had the white beards in his hand. That's nuts, right? Hachan. I would need to play it, but I can't, so. Actually, I could have played it. Yeah. Damn it. Okay, I guess today is a bad day to showcase how Kuro works because I'm getting snoked. Okay, so last game of the day. We are playing against the Kuro. What am I saying? We are playing against the Lucci. I'm done. I'm done for the day. It's a really good hand. Let's play this real quick. I'm tired. Today it was a really rough day. Like I played like, I don't know, 5 or 6 games and I lost all games. Very, very, very close games, but I lost them all. So yeah, maybe I'll just make a losing compilation of today's video. It's rough. Really rough. On 3 I'm going to play these two, just building some board. I'm on 4, obviously I'm on 4 then. Probably clearing him. What's happening, Lucci? Lucci. Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci. I don't even know what is it? Rob Lucci, right? I think it's Lucci. But maybe it's Lucci. Why is he roping me? What is happening? Is it such a tough decision to make? Apparently. Okay, so he decided to roll with 1 Dawn, 2 Dawn, 3 Dawn. I mean, it's a play. Good thing we're done now. I'm going 1. 6 on life. He takes it. I play Sham and I rest this dude. I play Bucci and kill this dude. Sham rests a 2k a 2k unit and a 2 cost unit, sorry, and Bucci kills a 2 cost unit. Oh, dude, what the fuck? Rested 2 cost unit, so that's very good. Against black, not so much. It can basically only kill Spandam. I think. Oh no, there is another 2k searcher. 2 cost 3k searcher actually. That can be removed as well. And now I'm having a little bit of bored. He's just doing whatever. I don't know. I don't think he's actually playing the game. He's probably just sitting at his PC, watching some video on his right screen or on the left screen, not really paying attention to the game, wasting my time, wasting his time, this dude's kind of tilting me. Like, are we playing or are we not playing? Like, I don't want to say like, I don't want to sound like salty or something like that, because if he needs time to think about stuff, he can do that. But like, you can only do so much with 5 Dawn, right? Like, yeah, so he decides to play the 5 drop that he has instead of playing a 4 drop blocker or 3 drop blocker. I think this commentary is actually really salty. I'm really desperate. You know, I'm really tilted because I lost the last 5 games. All very, very close, very, very minor mistakes. Oh wait, he restands his leader. What the hell is going on? He's bringing the aggression now. Okay, Bucci, hit him with 5. Okay. Don Krieg. Let's see if we can remove him. I mean, he would basically need to play Tsuru and Zakatsuki in order to do it. Unless there is a new card that reduces... Oh no, maybe. There are enough old cards that reduce the cost by 3 actually. And then you could Kobe him. That could work. But I don't think you play those in Lucci. I'll take it, come on. I think we're in endgame now, So another Bucci. This character looks so weird, right? Black Cat Pirates. Can I afford taking another one? I will do it, come on. It was unnecessary, but I intend to end this. And now I have the resources to do so. Even though I would have really loved the Django. Yes, yes, yes. I've expected something like that. Good thing I didn't drop him. I think I'm going attached 2, so we got 6 left. That's 4 and 6. Yeah, I think I'm doing that. I might think. I think I'm going to. Oh, never mind. We have really good cards. Rest those 2. Go to life. That's 3 cards. If you want to block it. Yeah, so all that thinking led him to nowhere actually, so. Shockwave maybe? That would be bad, but not like on play. Discard 1 card from your hand. If your leader has a CP type in its hand, care up to one of the opponent characters. Ah, he's trying to finish me, huh? Understandable. It's the right thing to do, right? I don't think it works out anymore, though. I have 2, 4, 5, 9k counter. I think I'm pretty good. Let's see what happens. 4 attacks. I will rest one of those. Black does not have a rusher yet, so I think we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. Okay, that's tricky, because now if he clears him, what is happening? I'm not going to let you get anything. This is one of the longest games I've played in the simulator. Usually, people play really fast. Maybe it's a problem because I internalized that, and I'm like playing so quickly. Sometimes making minor stupid mistakes because I didn't think it through completely. Like mistakes that could have been avoidable. You should not attack anymore. Just let the board stay the way it is and you're fine. Dude, do not attack anymore. Come on, you've been thinking so much. No. You've been thinking so much about it. Why are you... like, he threw away the chance that he had of winning this game. Really sad. Okay, so we will go 7 on this. And then we go 9 3 times. I could have done that one more time. I wanted to BM him, but if he actually could have countered out of that, I would have been a little sad. So, yeah. Even, yeah. Okay, we won that. Yeah, finally, we won a game. Great. Okay, so he chose to go first, so I'm going second. I have a perfect hand, basically. So we are rolling with Nami, searching for... Blocker is going to get removed anyways. We might go for out of the bag, or we go for removal. I think we're going for removal. Yeah, if he hits, that's pretty good actually, because we can just block with one of those. Now we can take the hit. Oh, never mind. I think we're going to block. This one as well, and we'll take the next 2 attacks next turn. Okay. The thing is, I cannot remove him by attacking, but I can remove both of those next turn with Creek, even though he probably just summons Marco for 5 to remove her. Which means I could play him for 5, F for 4, tap those 2 and get rid of them. Or I just clear out this and go face, which I will do, because that's basically what I need to do playing Kuro. Because if I lose in playing aggressive, or if I fail playing aggressive, then I will not be able to take him down before he starts rushing me with the 7 cost ace and the double attacks and all that stuff. So it's very important that I take his life away relatively early and keep hitting his life. And since he removes one thing anyways when he's played, it's just good, right? Okay, he's gonna Marco this, pretty sure. Yes. I will take life. Yes, I will try one more. Okay, and then I play Krieg and end it. Let's see if he can remove him. Most likely he can, but it's going to be very expensive. And then I just play another one. And then we see if we can remove him again. Oh, it's okay. Protect him would have been too costly. Yeah. Ah, that sucks. It's such an OP card. I have to take it. Damn it. That's really painful. So I will go 5. Let's see what happens now. Ace is really rough matchup. He has so much removal. Drive by removal. Drive by removal into the double attack. That's rough. It's really hard. Another Flame Emperor, yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, I could take it, but I can't afford to take it, obviously, so. Another Flame Emperor, that's so stupid. I'll attach 3. I will attach 2. Take life. Restand him, take another life. He will probably counter out of that. Okay, cool. And now I'll just need to survive one more turn, and maybe we can kill him next turn. He basically did to me what I would usually do to him. Just realized that. Damn it. With the Flame Emperor. Is there going to be ace? Yeah. The thing is, if he plays ace now, he didn't. Okay, damn it! I was trying to bait him, but he didn't fall for it. So now I really got a problem. I'll go 7. Ooh. Okay, that was smooth. That was sick. That was very sick. Francesco. That was insane. I should have countered out of that attack. Okay, so we are playing against ace. I think my hand is not good enough. It's still not good enough. So basically what we need to do, we need to play very, very aggressive, because matchup wise, like once he gets the Marcos down, we cannot remove them, and he has a lot of removal, which means we can basically never let our Don Creek stick. Yeah, that's really bad. So we need to go in and play aggressively. Oh, that's very good card. the perfect card actually. Because we can drive by a remover while still playing aggressively. 5, he might play Marco and kill this, but that's a risk I have to take. Oh, okay, he killed both of them. Red is absolutely not overpowered. I'll counter out because I can. Flame Emperor, okay, so next card I play is dead. Which is basically Creek. If I play him and I cannot counter out of it, I lost, so I play this. And hit for 5. So he might just be Flame Emperoring right away, hit me with 8. Maybe he goes even more. I'm just hoping that I get a trigger off of that. If he goes more than 8, then I will have to let it through. If he goes 8, I can counter out of it. I think ace is the toughest matchup actually, because he has so much removal. Absolutely broken. Okay, very good. Very good 5. Marco. Don Creek is kind of useless in this matchup because I know he has the Flame Emperor. Once I play it, I lost. Oh, he has another one of those. Dude, that's insane. But he trashed the Flame Emperor for it. So, I mean, I basically need to try it, right? I need to try playing the Creek. And pray that he does not have another removal and another Flame Emperor in hand. It's tricky though, it's very tricky. Do you let it go? Yeah, you let it go, okay. He had another Flame Emperor in hand, of course. 9. I'll let it through and hope for triggers. No triggers. I guess that's GG. I will go 5. Nah, I cannot go 5. I need to go 5 and 2, 7, which means I'm going 3. That takes his event. Lets me check if he has it. And I also have enough to play Django and do it again. It's a really rough matchup though, because basically every card in his hand is at least a 1k counter, because ace doesn't basically only plays events. Oh, he just dropped that, okay. And he still took the life. What the hell? What was that? Now I actually got a chance to win this. Why did he do that? Maybe it was a misclick? And maybe he really only has brick in his hand. Flame Emperor again, okay. I can counter out of it. He disconnected. Okay, that is bad footage again. I think he misplayed. He either misplayed that or he was just, I don't know. Yeah, but that's the ace matchup. Technically, he just doesn't even need to contest my board because he can just clear it while hitting me, while playing aggressively. And what I need to do as Kuro in this setup, in this matchup, is basically trying to hit him as fast as possible, as hard as possible, to get him as low as possible before he plays like, before he kills me, basically. If he turn 5's Marco and kills the small stuff, it's already looking really hard, and I just need to attack once or twice every single turn to to make it work somehow. So yeah, next one. Okay, and we got another Zoro. After the first. Oh, I think that's a good hand. Let's try it. Double Krieg, I think that's really good because the first Krieg often gets very often gets cleared by Otama Jet Pistol or Gordon Jet Pistol. So yeah, very interested to see how that works out. The game plan is basically hit him as often as possible, as hard as possible. Like that's the whole idea. We can go 2 Pearl, then he attacks with both his characters. We 4 Chu, clear the buggy, always hitting face. 6 Krieg, hitting face. And then hopefully we win. That's the game plan. Another thing why Kuro is so really good against Law and Zoro is Sham and Bucci together. Very, very good tag team. They clear out the buggies, the easels, the BGs, the choppers, all the 1 and 2 drops are like, I can constantly contest the board. And just as I said in the tier list, basically, the difference, he's gonna play Zoro, right? Ah, Nico Robin, okay. So he played around that. I wonder if he did that on purpose or not. But now I'm kind of forced to attack with him because he's gonna die anyways. So having him stay is useless. Playing another minion is useless as well. So I will just go aggro. And hopefully he attacks with both of those so I can clear him with Krieg. Maybe it doesn't happen, but let's see what happens. Having him on 3 life already is really good. So usually he would, at this point, he could play Marco and just clear him. That would have been the best play for him, if he has that. Obviously if he doesn't have the Marco, then it's good to do that. But you have to expect the 6-drop Krieg, which means if you tap both, you lose them. You lose them at 6. That's just what happens. And he either doesn't have Marco or he doesn't know that. So he's gonna drive by him. I'll have to take 2 lives. I can block 1. He drew the Red Hawk. Okay. That means Krieg attack getting through is tough. Very good. Hachi. Okay. That's a 5. I'll take that. I'll block that, I mean. Now I'll take the 6. Sure. Oh, very good. That's so very, very good. Okay. I dig that. Okay. So what's happening now? 6. I'm going face. I'm playing Krieg and I will drop this. I chose to drop this because I cannot use it in this turn anyways. And next turn, if he removes this Krieg, I need to play another one. So it's a little greedy. I could have just dropped the Krieg as well. And yeah, just let it be. Just attach 3 Dawn to him next turn. And Django and just reset and play aggressive. But I really want to get the Krieg off. And he has like a huge chance, so... Oh, he actually doesn't. He doesn't remove it. That's very good for me. On the other side, obviously, it means that I'm getting aggroed right now. But... Okay. I mean, it's dangerous for him, right? It's very dangerous for him. For me as well, though. That's a 6. I will block this one last attack. take this. Okay, so the thing is, he's gonna use... He has the Red Hawk ready. I know that. So I'm going to go 1. Nami is dead. I will lose the Nami. Is he gonna tank it? He did tank it, okay. So I'm going 9. That means he needs to play this to kill the Nami, and he needs to drop a card on top. And I have 5,000 counter in hand. And I'm just hoping that I get through with this. It's tricky. Red Hawk. Oh, he killed the Hachan, which is fine as well. So what's it gonna be? You got another Zoro in ya? Oh, he went for the white beard. Okay. That's very good. That's so good. He's on 7. So this is 1. This is 2 cards, basically. What's he gonna do with that? He takes it. Okay. Now I will... Seven. I will restand him, give him all the dawn. And 12. And I win. Whew, that was very close though. Very, very, very close. It's insane. But yeah, as you can see, like Zoro doesn't really get to keep his board in this matchup, and this matchup is definitely absolutely winnable. Unlike the Ace matchup, which is way, way, way harder. And you will see a lot of Zoro. So obviously, like, this deck is just a really good deck if it's good against one of the best decks. Okay, and we have a Lucci matchup as well. These cards basically useless in this matchup, but I think... Nah, I'm gonna reroll. Okay, we have the Sham at least, so we can play something on 3, that's not too bad. Oh, and we can actually clear a Spandam. The thing is, do I actually want to clear the Spandam? I don't think so. I think I want to go aggro. Which means I'm going to 5. Yes, he counters that. So I play him and end the turn. Going first is not optimal. Definitely not, because it slows my creek down by 1 turn. But it's also like not the worst. I will not take that life because I really need my life in that matchup. He's thinking this. He's thinking this through. Like I've played a lot of Kuro this week, and I've realized that black is actually, or Lucci specifically, is actually the deck that has like the longest turns overall. So I will go 5, and then I will restand, and we'll go 5 again. Because like he's currently not a blocker, because only if he has a Dawn attached, he's a blocker. So that's good to know, right? It's also very weird that he drops all these cards in order not to lose any life. Because with his leader ability, he trashes life as well. To me, it looks like he really, really tries very hard to not to get to 8 or 10 Dawn. I don't know, 8 probably, because of Isho, without losing life. So 6. 6 could be a Zakazuki. That would obviously suck. Taking away my Django. But if you play Sakazuki, that means that he probably doesn't have any more removal to get rid of my creek, which would be really good. Ah, okay, yeah, I was hoping for the rest card to put this one to rest. That would have been amazing trigger. Yeah, I doubt he's going to attack with this. Highly doubt it. Okay, he's gonna remove the sham. Bye bye, sham. Let me see, 6. Yeah, he has no minus Dawn cards. I'm feeling pretty confident in. I will trash his hand, I think. Just taking off some cards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means I will need to play. Ooh. Ooh, that was a combo. Okay. So there goes Sakazuki and the Dodo. So I will play him, and I will trash the other Don Creek. I don't think he's getting removed. Even though he recycled some of his hands right now, I'm feeling pretty confident in that. We're in a pretty good state. So what's it gonna be? I was counting on Isho, that's why I tried to get rid of some cards in my hand. But we never know. Maybe he doesn't have it, but it's a very powerful card. Very, very good turn 8 card. Especially if you're playing defensive, like we didn't really do a whole lot of damage yet. But I'm threatening a lot of damage right now. So what's it gonna be? 5. Yeah, I think it's Isho. I will block with this. I will take the next life. Okay. I could have taken the first life, actually. could have taken the first life. Because hitting first with the leader gives me the chance to draw either Punk Gibson or Kurobi to rest his unit. He had the issue, but he decided against it just now. The way the board state is, by the way, I will try to keep to kill the Kaku first before going in for the double attack. He has a Kobe, huh? How did he -2 Dawn though? Did I miss something? How did he -2 Dawn? Okay, it's Khalifa. Okay, she does that. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm searching. Damn it. I was hoping for another Django, that would have been really good. We are going 8 on him. I don't think he's gonna defend it. Yes. We got 5 left. I think I'm going to clear Khalifa. I want him to drop cards. I really don't want... Yes. Like, you can drop all your cards in order to not to take the lives, but I'm in a really good state right now. Like, yeah, he can take out both of those probably just by attaching Dawn and dropping a card once one of them dies and then restanding. He can do that and he can afford that. Yeah, I cannot make it that easy for you. Sorry, man. You need to attach something at least. Oh, that's brave. That was brave, because now he needs to attach a lot of Dawn to him in order to make that combination work. He should have just went 9 on him, trying to kill him, and then restand and kill the Django as well. So that was a little misplay. Now I don't know if he has the means to remove everything, unless he just like attaches everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to him. Yeah. Now 6 is okay. 6 to him. 4, 4, 4. Sorry. 4 to make him a 6, and then kill Django. Drop 2 cards. Clear this, and then he has still 4 left. Oh, that's okay as well. But it's not optimal. Like, he played that very, very poorly. Now you need to drop 2 more. Things are getting ugly. And you drop the blocker, okay. Interesting. So let's see what I draw. It looks like he has a shockwave, maybe. So what I'm going to threaten, I'll take 4 to see if he has the shockwave. If he does have the shockwave, then so be it. I will summon Creek. If he does not have the shockwave, I'll tap both of them and just go face again. Maybe I will not do that. Since he didn't have the shockwave right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can go 1, 5 and 1. Or I just play it safe. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. Yeah, I'll just play it safe. I will not do anything anymore. And I will just finish this nice and clean next turn. Black doesn't have any rushers. He cannot clear all of my board. I still have 4 life. No need to greed. I could have went like 6 and 7 and tried to go for lethal. But if that doesn't work out and he clears my board and I do not have the creek on board, then I lose. Because if he plays a blocker, I cannot restand anymore. I cannot win a game. But right now things look way different, because even if he plays a blocker right now, I can just attach Dawn, go face, rest those two, and rest the blocker, and go face again. So I think playing it like this was the better choice. I mean, yeah, we'll have to take the lives. Yeah, I mean, there's no need to play anything anymore at the moment. I can just take those. Or I have to take those, depending on how you want to see it. Cool, cool, cool. So now not even the full chaos blocker is safe now. Yeah. It's over. Even if you play another blocker, it doesn't matter. Seven phase. Do you have the shockwave? Then you need to use it now. He's still he keeps threatening the shockwave. Ah, okay, sure. Okay. So what I'll be doing now, 6 live. Wait, I trolled. I'm trolling. Yeah, he takes that. I will rest for 3. Then I have 6 left. So that's a 6 and a 7 attack. Okay, now I can go in with 6. I troll this a little. Is it a 2k counter? I don't think so. I mean, it's over anyways, so I need to play it like this. 7, yeah. Okay. It was actually 5. It was 7. I was thinking it is that she's only a 6 for whatever reason. Why was I thinking that? 5 and 2 is obviously 7. So that was a little, everything was fine. Attacking with 6 first, and with 7 later on, that was okay. But it was really close. I was sure that he would take the first attack and that he had no life, and then I would have attacked, and then I would have rested and restanded and attacked again. Yeah, but I totally messed that up. Totally messed that up. But it still worked out, so that's that matchup. So, yeah. I think maybe I can take one more and then that's for today. Okay, last game of the day. I have a law, which is honestly the easiest, the best matchup for Kuro. And I will show you why. I've already told you why, but I will show you why. He chose to go first. I have Sham, and I have Kuro, and I have Django. That's an insanely good hand. Holy cow. And I have a 2-drop. I can play something on every turn. It's really good. It's really good. I'll take it. I'll play it. Perfect. Oh, Sham and Pucci together. So good. Oh, this is nasty. That means I can clear and I can play aggressive at the same time. I love that. Having so many triggers in this deck is just so good. Okay, I will go 6 live. I will play Sham. And I will play Bucci. So we have a huge board already. I will block this. Bonnie, okay. You should just use their ability because it doesn't matter anyways. Honestly. I'm thinking... Yes. I'm thinking about going for board. Just because I can. Because now I will take 3 cards away from him if he wants to protect the Zoro. Like, this is so annoying. This is so annoying. Like, he cannot do anything about it because I just keep playing stuff that removes his stuff. Sure, I could have just played Creek and removed the Bonnie. That would have been fine as well. But now he has no board, right? I think that's so valuable. And I threaten a million attacks. And I can restand him. So he's not gonna die. Might be a Zoro, but he's not gonna kill him either. So I will only lose one of those tops. But I didn't even lose that, so... Okay. So let me check this. If I go 2, I can restand twice. That's a lot of attacks. That is a lot of attacks. That is a lot of attacks. It's insane. This matchup is so free. Seriously. And next turn I can just go 5 leader, go live, play Django, go like 10 live twice. That's insane. And he needs to get rid of my board. Like, he cannot even try to threaten my life. Yeah. Like, I can go 2 times 10, or I could even go 3 times 7. That would also work. No, I'm not letting that happen. Restand law, maybe. Tony Chopper. Yeah, that means I'll be hitting 3 times for 7, which means I'm going in with 7 first. See what he does. Ah, he's trying to get more blockers on the board, which is absolutely the right thing to do. Because 2 blockers, useless. 3 blockers, it's not gonna work out. What is OP02 Zoro? Which Zoro is that? Ah, it's the green movie Zoro, right? Yeah, he has 3 blockers. That's good. That's really good. Okay, that's really good. Damn it. Suddenly things looking a little bleak. 5, 3, so I can attack for 7 twice. 3 times for 7. Okay. No, 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 no. Blocking this. 7. Django. 7. Okay, nice. Very, very good. Yeah, the good thing was he attacked with the law. If he kept him standing, he could have survived one more turn, tried to clear the board, maybe draw some more searches or blockers, and maybe get things going. But overall, honestly, like Kuro is such a good matchup into law. So yeah, Kuro is freaking good, really good.